We at DHL remain very committed when it comes to the Indian market, and we want to double down for two reasons. One is we see domestic consumption growing. We see still good demographic development, and we see strong economic growth. We see infrastructure coming up. So these are strong domestic factors. And India has always been driven by domestic demand. But we also listen to our customers, and we hear that they want to leverage India more as international location, as manufacturing locations for other markets, given the geopolitical changes that we've seen during the year. So this is another important factor that makes us confident about India as a market, as a logistics market for us as DHL, and as a market where we want to invest more. When it comes to the changes in U.S. tariff policies and the geopolitical implications, we listen to our customers, and we hear that they want to diversify their footprint. They want to add to the locations that they might have particularly concentrated in China. They want to have more options as it relates to supplying markets. So that's what's happening. And India is on the map. There are conditions to be fulfilled. There needs to be land availability. There needs to be infrastructure built out. But it's really on the map now for the first time in the last 20 years that manufacturing companies are very concrete about what they want to do here in the country. And that's important for us at DHL because these are the customers that we want to serve. So we here in the market are present, and we serve India as no other logistic company does already today. We have the by far largest footprint also to our presence through Blue Dart, the leading domestic express carrier. So we naturally benefit from the growth that is there, but we have specific focus on sectors like life science and healthcare. We see great benefits for that to reach patients, clinics, hospitals, also in rural areas, to leverage our existing footprint, to upgrade capability. In e-commerce, similarly, to connect Indian consumers to the world of availability of goods in other markets as well. That's a focus sector. And then there's new energy, the shift to renewables away from fossil that ranges from supplies for electric vehicles to battery storage solution to wind turbines. That's also something we do as DHL to transport such heavy, bulky items. So these are the specific focus sectors that we're targeting. Indeed, we as DHL commit 1 billion euros of incremental investment here to India. The build-out of infrastructure, warehousing especially, is a key focus area for that. We have been building 20 million square foot. We want to add to that about the same amount. So this is one area that is quite capital intensive, but it's also in the area of domestic express through our subsidiary Blue Dart. We're building new ground hubs especially. So that's infrastructure, but that's also automation to have really high quality sortation. In the international side, we have our asset-intensive, high-quality international express business. Also, that requires incremental investments as we expand. And then finally, global forwarding. Also in that area, we want to set up new offices here in Mumbai. We have Navi Mumbai as an airport coming up. So that's also one example of an expansion that we want to take. We as DHL are present in different sectors, and some of the markets are fairly concentrated. That's naturally the case when it comes to domestic express, for instance, where Blue Dart is by far the leading player. We're the only company that operates a domestic air cargo network with dedicated freighter flights. We want to continue to do that, continue to expand that, but also connect India through own assets to the rest of the world, leveraging our 300 strong fleet of aircraft internationally. Those are investments that we target, but also specific capabilities in life science and healthcare to broaden the footprint of temperature-controlled stations, to have chillers, coolers in more facilities, to be closer to our customers. Those are focus areas where we invest. The Go Green program is an integral part of any investments that we do. There are certain rules around how we want to build warehouses, for instance. We want to have at least 80 watts per square meter of roof space, of solar generation capacity. So that's one of those rules. What exact proportion of the investment this is depends side by side. There is no specific target on that, but there are clear rules on how we want to build to make sure that we have a sustainable footprint and a sustainable operation. We do see that the changes in U.S. trade policy and also the imposition of tariffs towards India by the U.S. administration has a profound impact on our customers and thereby on our business. The United States has been the biggest trading partner when it comes to exports. The United States was the leading player there for Indian companies, and we see those companies struggling, looking for new markets, because obviously a 50+% tariff is very significant when it comes to the economics of trading goods. So it has a profound impact. We see that discussions are ongoing, and we see that many people hope that this comes to a resolution, a better outcome soon, but it has a significant impact on our customer base. We as DHL have operated in difficult environments for a long time. We proud ourselves to be the most international company, but that also applies or means that we are present in every conflict, in every volatility, also economically. So that's nothing that scares us or creates a bigger concern. What's important to us are the positive underlying intrinsic factors that India has, good demographics, increasingly good infrastructure, a government that is focused on growth and listens to business. So those are things that matter to us. We are a company that invests for the long run, that wants to be a reliable partner, the reliable partner when it comes to logistics of our customers. That's what matters to us. Whether a quarter is up or down is less of a concern. India has been important to DHL. I think nobody serves India in the way we do, especially when it comes to logistics. We have an unmatched footprint in the country, and we want to build on that. We see India as a very positive, as a significant market. It's a rising economy. It's not only stepping up in the ranking of the GDP richest economies, but it's also, and more importantly, so stepping up in rankings when it comes to competitiveness. And this is a strong indicator that India becomes more attractive for our customers as a manufacturing location especially. It is already a strong location when it comes to technology, IT, software. So we monitor that, we listen to our customers, and that's why we double down on India. We collaborate with many carriers across the world. In our freight forwarding business especially, we rely on the assets of others. We build a very comprehensive global transportation network together with these partners, with airlines, with ocean carriers, and we'll continue to do that also here in the country. For the high-quality international express, we want to rely mainly on our own assets. We want to have process control to make sure we deliver the best possible quality. So we're going to continue to have that balance. We have an own Indian native carrier with Blue Dart Aviation, so that's also playing a strong role in our drive for quality here in the country. So we're going to keep that balance of partnering and having own assets. Blue Dart currently operates a 757 and a 737 fleet. How we develop the fleet has not been decided. We have regular upgrades in our global fleet. We had a big program on having a modern 777s, very fuel efficient and reliable aircrafts for the international transport. That has been a big priority in recent years. How this develops in Asia and India, we have not yet decided, and it will be up for decision in due course.